reason why we call it that, because it makes that absolutely. Yeah, right. It's Friday. Time to do this thing we call lunch. Quite on the sit.
You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. In no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch, with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own branded news right here inside Shroud 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. Except next week. Welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It's Labor Day.
So?
He wants Monday off.
Labor Day weekend.
Oh, you got plans or something?
I do. But more plans after that I'll tell you about in just a moment.
He's got Monday off.
Welcome to Friday. It's August 31st, 2018. For the record, just get it there. But yes, next week, of course, it's the Labor Day weekend, so everybody's going to be out and about. So Monday we will not be here, and Wednesday I'm having the generator put in on the house.
Oh,
and, they're coming to cut the electricity at 9 o'clock in the morning so they can hook up all the electrical. So I may not be back
what kind of generator are you getting at? Like the Generac whole house?
That's exactly what I'm getting.
11,000 watts or something like that?
22,000 kilowatts.
Okay.
Like
Diesel or gas?
Propane.
Propane? Yeah.
Propane and propane accessories.
Okay, so
That's right.
we are
250 gallon tank yard.
Yeah.
Run for 4 or 5 days in hurricane conditions. Yeah. Florida.
Yep. Which hopefully it's quiet enough to where you can actually do things. Make sure it's not placed right outside your window.
It's right outside my window.
Yay!
So when they go to test that, you're going to be like, God damn.
Actually, it's got to be, I think it's 10 feet down away from the window, whatever.
Yeah, you're still going to hear every single cylinder.
It's actually, they say it's as quiet as an AC unit these days. So my neighbor
And they
down
lie.
Route 1, I never hear hers when they run.
Okay.
But anyway, moving right along. So we're going to have a short week next week, folks, just to give you all
Jack, we can always do the show without Laz.
Yeah, we could, but realistically, anytime one of us is gone, the show is just a travesty, because if I try to do it, no one's going to talk. If Laz...
nobody wants to
Yeah.
derail like Laz. No,
All you have to do is talk like a pirate for the whole show.
Well, that's what, September 15th?
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, the International Pirate Day is completely different. Yeah. It's coming, but not yet.
We never know whether it's a... I don't even think I didn't hit it. Did I not hit it? I didn't hit it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, maybe I should start doing my pirate jokes a little little early.
I don't know, but Yes, you don't know whether it's a Rastafarian pirate, a Scottish pirate, or a Jamaican pirate. But anyway,
I know. Like,
I don't know. But welcome. Let's get on to today's show. Today's stuff. We haven't touched half of that list from the actual release notes.
Yes, we haven't.
It's time to get touchy feet with the devs.
But Spiff, what is a pirate's favorite letter?
Eh?
What is a pirate's favorite letter?
R.
No, it's not the R. It's the C. Yeah, see, got you there. But it only works really well with a pirate voice, which I intentionally did not do because you've got to tune in for International Talk Like a Pirate Day for that. But yes, we did have a patch come out earlier this morning, as well as one yesterday afternoon, because you know what happens immediately after launch? Patches.
And more patches.
Yes. So we are currently on build number 825, which came out 10:30 this morning.
25.
Yes. And that supposedly fixed the artifact sound, so you might be able to hear sounds and visual effects for artifacts whenever you get one.
Well, they gave the ice elemental his own little sound, too, you know.
Is it inkling or what?
I haven't heard it yet, so I really couldn't
Well,
say.
Spiff's playing, so he can't summon an ice elemental for us. Then he hits escape, so he can summon it. Okay. Well, skeletons in crafted 50-point dungeons are no longer labeled footmen.
Yes, those archers were labeled footmen.
Yeah, and then tier 3 archer skeletons now have more hit points than mages. And NPCs in the Caverns of Skrek can now walk up and down the stairs in the House of Korobar. So some of that pathing issues have been addressed. They fixed issues with the free Sir Patrick task in the Kobold Expeditionary Camp not clearing for some players, and raised the volume of pipe organs.
Yeah, we found that one yesterday on the show.
Oh, yeah.
We need the craftable one.
Yes. Well, I'm waiting for Liz to summon it again and replace my my piano. I'm glad that he actually replaced everything. And NPCs can now sit on toadstools. Yay! So everybody can sit. So, any other sound effects from the ice elemental?
I think when they die.
Okay.
They shatter.
Ah, that's kind of cool.
You want to do the updates before that? Or
What, you want to do 823 as well? I mean, but you remember?
At 4, wasn't
that came out yesterday afternoon, so at 4 o'clock. That added East March, and you just dropped out of.
Yeah, I'm back. It was a hiccup.
Yeah, I was preparing my fucking last crash. I was going to the editor, change that. But yeah, added East March in-game map support, tier 3 control point, skeletons were added. Heraldry tabard leather boots are no longer invisible on female avatars. Avatars now correctly play the teleport animation and visual effects when going through lunar rifts. Fixed a typo in the Battle of Solace Bridge quest compass marker. Bears no longer drop matching heads as loot. Townsfolk in the Crooked Shank now refer to the mutton stew at the Golden Carp instead of venison.
What? No more two-headed bears? Oh, damn.
Yeah. They moved a floating garlic node in Farrag's battle camp onto the ground. Fixed low-level caster NPCs having a high-tiered weapon. Fixed tier 10 obsidian golems having a tier 5 weapon. Keeper of the Faith title added. Fixed an error that occurred when players tried to ask Anais in Lost Vale for an additional Lost Vale crystal ball. Attack ranges for weapons were normalized. Combat formula evaluation process was optimized. Emily's quest in Soultown to collect Quincy's broken sword now has additional journal entries and compass markers. They adjusted tier marker in Worm Sands and on Hidden Vale. overall to 4+. Added visual effects on rising towers and Easthope on foothills to not loop and last forever. They replaced hard skeletons in 50-point dungeons with a control point tier 3 skeleton. That'll be good whenever you go into a dungeon and try fighting skeletons. They actually they should be tiering up as you kill them. And they moved an unreachable cotton bush in South Fetid Swamp to an accessible location, and Walter and Hamtooth and the Clink now properly display their names after you learn them.
Yay.
That was yesterday's patch, by the way. And we'd already done.
So we might be able to actually do that dungeon now. So
we did it yesterday. What are you talking about?
I know, but
there's one on my lot.
Without the panic.
Oh, let me see if I'm still.
I didn't.
Shit.
I didn't panic. You may have panicked. I was like, eh.
Yeah, well, I was the one they were shooting at.
Hey, not my fault. All the NPCs love shooting you.
Leroy Laz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was talking with who was it last night? I think it was Dieter, and he went and Leroyed his way into a couple dungeons, only to find out his demise was forthcoming the minute he entered the room.
Oh, yeah. That always sucks.
It does.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
What do you say? Do you want to talk about a little crafting and economy?
I could possibly do that.
Possible resurgence of...
Yeah, sure. Why not? So we will work on the release notes some more, because it always creates interesting discussions that involve hands and faces meeting. The international "Do you have cancer?" face. If you're a little kid. You don't remember playing that?
No.
You never did? Oh. Whoops. You missed out.
We were out playing stickball or roller hockey or...
Well, you were playing in the streets of Brooklyn, so...
That's right.
Whereas I was...
were our playground.
I was playing... I was playing in the grass, in the dirt, in the mud, riding bicycles, playing soccer.
Yeah, well, we were taking our bikes down Suicide Hill up in Prospect Park.
Yeah. See, I
before all that shit was popular.
I grew up in the Houston area, so a hill was like you could build your own hill by putting some dirt on the ground, and that's about as much of a hill as it
like
was.
Florida.
Yeah.
We got a place called Mount Dora, elevation 201 feet above sea level.
Yeah. It's like Yep. So, crafting and economy, don't forget double XP all the time is double XP is the norm, as we've it is finally here. Yeah, boss loot improvements they made a slight improvement to boss loot. Slight improvement.
Hey, I've seen at least review on that, so one.
Always get something from fighting a boss. In Release 58 and Q4, they'll be making more global changes as well as a more focused effort on mid and high level loot improvements.
15 gold and 30 serpent scales. That's something.
Absolutely. Because those serpent scales, you always are using the spells that actually eat up that ingredient. It's like It's like corpse wax.
I'm always running out of those serpent scales and corpse wax. Yeah.
What? I've got like 50 gajillion corpse wax.
And that obsidian stuff.
The obsidian shards. I mean, if you use any chaos magic, they all use it.
Yeah, you make any potions,
don't
you're
touch
using up
chaos.
them shards like
You
crazy.
can imagine the amount of obsidian I've got stacked up.
All those obsidian chips.
Chaos.
Yeah. Virtue and companion gear. They originally flagged the virtue and companion gear as quest items, which means they were no longer deco items. Although, for months. I had the
Yes.
I had it. What?
Because
Remember,
they are now tradable and they now have weight. Notice your backpacks may have gone up considerably if you didn't empty these out. Make sure that you check your backpack before you just blatantly sell that next round of stuff, because I almost sold it all.
What's really funny is, remember, I actually had the Courage Plate chest sitting on the chest behind me in game for months until I removed it. So it was originally flagged as a deco item, and then they changed that flag for some odd reason.
But whatever happened to it?
Yeah.
It's now tradable.
And also they form patterns when salvaged.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And that
except for the loot.
Except for Fiona's loot, which can now be traded and used as decorations.
Hey, that's got a good ability if you haven't seen it yet.
And those patterns are flagged to drop at 100%. Which is good. Brewing merchants that specialize in inventory related to brewing have begun appearing.
I have found the florist.
We just made open world. We opened up the control points. We just did everything to the regional economy, and look at what we do here.
So if you want the Brittany Ale, you have to go to the Brittany Wurst cooking shop. If you want Brewchash Tavern, that's where you can get the Drockbox supplies. The Harvest Tavern hosts Harvest Wheat. Solania has some general store with the Perennial Red. The Northwood Tavern in Palladis has the white wine. And Decilis is where you can get your whiskey stuff.
Now, again, this is the ingredients for each of these said brewing.
Beverages,
So if you want to make Brittany Ale, you have to go, if you want to go buy the ingredients now, apparently there's regional.
You buy the recipe for ingredients there.
For that particular ale.
Yeah.
Now, they do the same thing with florists here, and I
just
don't get it.
Well,
I mean, why should I have to go someplace to get a particular color rose seed? I can be able to get those from any vendor in any general store anywhere in the world.
They're trying to actually establish regional economies, which was the original plan. Then they kind of fell flat on their face with that, and then because remember, the control points were really designed to set up the regional economies. Each region was supposed to have their specialized stuff that they did there. You couldn't get it elsewhere. And then, like, part of that promise was like gemstones, mining ore, doing other things. But you ended up with, hey, we're just going to unclone this, and yet they didn't change the ore node types. And so you ended up, until they started uncloning things, and then it became, okay, everybody's going to just go here to mine, and then you have the random adventure scenes with all kinds of things as well. You end up with all kinds of issues. I mean, but yeah, they're trying to establish the regional economies. We'll see if they're able to do it. I mean,
we appreciate it.
So Flores,
feel free to come join us in the game and on set.
Yeah, Oh, Bri Pie, how's it going? Yeah, definitely join us. Hang out at the set. Wave. Come join us in Discord. Join us in Discord. I mean, you're more than welcome. We're here all the time. Unless we're not.
NBNN.info. Scroll down a little bit. Click on the connect link in the Discord app there.
Yep. Blue Roses, when Silver Moon's only been asking for this stuff for a year.
She's happy.
Because she owns the player-owned town of Blue Rose Isle, and now they're going to have lots of Blue Roses, yes.
To the developers and Serafina, because Sarah, she wanted Blue Roses as well.
Yes.
And, it helps when you have a little female charm on the staff down there to help get those girls through all those ladies out there.
Yes.
So thank you, Sarah.
Yes, and there are now individual color rose recipes to make different colored bouquets and or arrangements. Auto selection polish for crafted items. They have refined the process of how items are filtered and auto selected when you double click on the socketing, masterwork, and enchant recipes in your recipe book. Socketing.
Yeah, you can only socket things once now, and yet that's the one thing it wants to pull up. Something that's already socketed.
Oh, that's pretty.
Well, they used to do that. They said that they
items that are already socketed will not be selected. Masterwork items that already have the max number of masterworks effects will not be selected. And enchanting items that already have the max number of enchantments will not be selected. That seems more like a bug fix.
What exactly is the max number of enchantments?
Don't know. Might be something that I would ask you, Spiff.
Yeah. Don't ask me.
Unless
it's teleports or recall scrolls, I don't know.
After you fail a certain, the third time, I think it is, or whatever it is, after the third one, if it fails, it locks them and you can't do it anymore?
It never locks them. You can get down to 5, you have to have a minimum of 15 durability.
Yeah.
Okay. Did not know that.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Does that mean that we're gonna have a piano replaced with something else?
I don't know. Ellis?
Oh, Ellis. I thought you said list. Yeah. Only half-assed hearing. Watering status tooltip was updated. Plants in various growth and watered stages in the agriculture system now says they're watered versus needs water. Recipes can now be stacked. That should clear up a bunch of my inventory slots.
I know, it's going to clear up my backpack, that's for sure.
Recipe values.
300 of them in there.
Yeah. Recipes now have gold value, and they've set all the values based on their difficulty. Values range from 5 to 100 gold. And sale number increased to 256 items.
That's right. When you go sell your stuff to our buddy Theo over there, now you're not limited to 50 things in the window.
256.
You on. That's right. Sell your whole backpack in one fell swoop.
That's a way to do it.
And big shout out to Stella Moon out there for the
I love this shit
graphic that she supplied us today. Gotta really thank for that. It's just again, love this shit. It's great stuff.
Yeah. And then cinnamon bark purchase orders are now available. Offline mode decoration prices, they have reduced the price of decorations on the decoration merchant in offline mode. New recipes and patterns, all kinds of stuff there.
Yeah, what's with the standing stones? Anybody?
I don't know.
I got them. I made them. They don't do shit. They look like.
I understand that. I mean,
they look like warped tombstones.
Well, maybe you're trying to build your own Stonehenge.
Not with these warped tombstone-looking freaking pillars.
I don't know, man. I don't know. And good day, Armelian.
Armelian, how you doing out there, buddy?
But we do know that part of the thing that they're trying to do is anything that is an in-game asset that the developers have access to, they are trying to make that a version of that either craftable in-game. So that is part of it. So it's probably been used in a few scenes, and they're like, okay, let's go ahead and make this a craftable recipe. So, yeah.
You know, I actually thought it was some kind of dungeon, you know?
Hey, you know what? New components and artifacts were delayed again.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, we still don't have our manure, unless you talk about the Lunch with Liz and Jack show. And then you can find plenty.
Metric shit ton.
Yep.
Ooh, what is this? Yeah, so, this, thank you.
What is what? Is it Condis giving you things?
Candace just came on over and yes.
Oh, he handed you something?
Oops. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Then let's see. User interface polish. Global banks. Now work all over the world. And then health and focus bar polish. It now does weird things to where it just takes off chunk or adds chunks at a time. Oh man. Let's put it right in front of the radio. That is an ugly.
Oh. Don't forget to talk about the other stuff.
No, we're looking at the standing stones because Econdas had some on them.
Oh, I have. Yeah, okay.
And Laz is trying to move them all over the place. Is it two or three of
I'm
them?
trying to get them centered right in the screen there.
Well, it's hard when you have those cheese sign writing on your floor.
Oh, he's trying to place them in front of the sausages. I thought there was going to be more, so that's why I put it there.
No, just the two.
Yeah, it looks like chunks of rock to me, man. Yep. It is a monument waiting to be engraved.
I've got the engravings. It looks just like the original, the other
ones.
ones.
Oh, damn it! And I didn't do anything with that because I was already back on the thing, not looking at stuff. Yep. Now you can hide your helmet from everybody because it's too difficult to take off your helmet.
Helm hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already picked those recipes up anyway, Econdas. Thank you though for sure.
Yeah. Then vendor button to aid access to the various functions of NPCs. There's now a button above the conversation window to where you can click on buy or bank.
Yeah, because they don't put any kind of words in there.
Yeah, there's no clickable word in there that says buy.
Now, I'm sorry, but I think everybody's got to agree with me on this next one. This is not compact considering what the other one looked like.
Oh, compact loot window?
Yes, compact. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's add more stuff and call it compact.
Yeah.
I don't get it. More unnecessary stuff.
Yeah.
I don't need to know how much it weighs. I don't need to know
right.
how
I
much
want to know how much
cost.
everything freaking weighs. To say, hey, this will put me overweight.
Listen, I want to see how many coins and how many items, and I'll grab it as quickly as I can.
You're hitting the
so
E key multiple times quickly anyways. Yeah.
I usually don't even see the list, let alone take time to stop and look at it. So,
yeah.
Anyway.
They have now made the chat window enabled and pinned in online modes by default, so new players will see chat messages more readily. Zone column for guilds. Guild members are now display the zones they're in, even if they are not on your friends list.
That's right. Let's bring that up real quick and show that to everybody.
Well, you have to remember our guild list is very, very limited.
I know, but they can see that, so you can see.
Yeah.
And also, is the last online? Yeah, that's all.
So, guild.
Haven't seen Pete since May.
Yep.
Alex just the other day, and you and I are sitting on our asses in Owl's Head.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that is there. And hey, let's check out that awesome party interface and see if there's any groups running right now.
Oh, you mean the Alt F?
Alt F, yep.
No groups available currently.
That's right.
Well, after the show, we'll have to start at upper tiers.
After the show, I'll probably be doing other weird things. Then after that, let's see. Let's see. Last online for guilds, we talked about that. Learned items in NPC chat, emotes, pet emotes, and titles now appear in the NPC chat window if obtained during NPC conversation. That was already the case. I mean, it was. I guess they're flagging it differently as part of the chat. Yeah. Ransom warning at logout. When logging out, players now receive a warning if they have a ransom pending. So if you're someone stole something from you, it'll tell you. Supply bundle contents in groups. Supply bundles and other expanding items will now show contents gained to nearby group members.
And that's assuming that they're gonna stop and open that bag right then and there.
Yeah.
Not many people do that.
No.
I don't know anybody who does it, so I really don't.
The funny part is, like, the supply bundle weight is much less than when you expand it and you get a bunch of other things.
Absolutely.
So if you're concerned about carrying your weight, you don't open the supply bundles until you're in town at
I know I am when I'm out hunting. Everybody else I know is usually well aware of it.
Yeah. And then conversation closes vendor interfaces. Starting a conversation with an NPC that has a vendor interface will now automatically close those other interfaces. Which is really,
nice.
Annoying.
But I don't see that one.
Yeah.
Took us this long to get recipes stackable.
I don't know. In-game crown purchase prototype.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
If it wasn't enough that you can go out to the website and buy crowns, now you're going to be able to do so from the game without ever leaving the game.
So which means that they'll probably end up expanding that to the in-game store as well. Because building a web browser into a video game has never been done before. Cough, cough.
Cough, cough.
So let's go ahead and see if we can bring that up real quick. I got to find out where it's going to be.
No, it's
it's
a prototype.
It's there. If you click on the little upgrades and add-ons.
Oh, okay. It does come up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then the funny thing is, after you click on it, now I got to go find. It opens up a web page in another browser.
Brings you to the store.
Yeah.
Where it opens up the purchase, so it's a link to the store.
Yeah, that's all it is. That is all it is.
I was kind of hoping that we'd be able to buy Kodos for in-game cash.
You can.
You can from Laz's vendor or Seder Stinky Sewer Shop. That's where you can get it. Seder Stinky Sewer Shop. Or Armelian or Spiff or...
Buy them.
Yeah.
I said gold, in-game gold, not outside the world cash.
Yes,
all those players
your gold and buy
sell Kodos
from my vendor. What part of that do you not understand?
Yeah. All of those players sell Kodos. So, yeah.
Buy them from you. We want to buy them from Portalarium to support them.
Well, that would mean that you would need to buy it, support them with cash, not with game gold. Because they have an infinite supply of game gold already. Why would they want to?
Yes, absolutely.
Yep. Now they are going to be working on gold trade, or actually, I'm sorry, Siege PvP message has been updated when presented with a Siege confirmation for PvP scene. It now notates that it is a PvP town under siege. Gold trade logging. They added chat logging to when someone modifies the gold amount in the trade window. So it just gets logged. Looking for group user.
Well, that's good for those marketplace people who just want a log of everything they do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Looking for group and user interface visual polish was delayed.
It's okay. Nobody uses it.
Because that looking for group tool is all those groups out there right now. Huge number of groups. Yeah. Combat, they continue iterations on the Obsidian trial with more rule sets. Oh wait, that's struck through, but they will continue. But now there's some burned skeletons. And all kinds of seas. Yeah.
Skeletons.
AKA
I don't know why they call them.
the
Burned
skeletons
skeletons
immune to
are
fire.
what we got for... Like, these things are
Torched.
on fire and attacking you, aren't they?
They're flaming skeletons is what they are. Flaming skeletons will now attack you. High-level bears, they have adjusted the highest level bears in the highest level scenes for challenge and taming purposes. These bears had some duplicate names when tamed and would appear as lower level bears. This has been addressed. And note the ancient obsidian bear has been replaced in this process. There's now the ferocious brown bear, the bear patriarch, the ferocious bear patriarch, the obsidian bear, large obsidian bear, ferocious obsidian bear, and the obsidian destroyer.
And the giant blue bear.
Yes.
And then there's Yogi and Boo Boo.
Yes. Boo Boo is the important one in that conversation because Yogi's just fucking dumbass. I don't know about that, Boo Boo.
I don't. I do not.
Summon pet balance. Damn it. This fucking chair. I wish it was.
Stop sitting back.
Well, it's kind of hard. I mean,
You know it's broke. You know it's gonna poke you.
well, he doesn't poke me. The
Go to Harbor
bar
Freight and
just
School and get a welding kit.
just weld the fucker.
Even better, you can go to Walmart and get a replacement chair cheaper than the
Shh.
well, crying out loud.
Yes,
No, that's just
Hell.
too easy.
it comes from
You can
Costco.
get 2 milk crates from behind the 7-Eleven down the store.
It's well, I could always go to go pick up my actual chair.
You could.
Yeah.
Could do that, but you won't.
I could. I could also pick up my actual desk as well. But yeah,
But you won't.
nope. Because I don't know where I'm going to be. I have no idea. Not until I'm somewhere more permanent will I do that.
The nomad.
That's right. Aggro improvements take place. A pass was made to balance the aggro of all skills in the game, as well as the aggro generated from damage. Shroud math, it was involved, so there's no telling what's going to actually happen.
Lots and lots of Shroud math involved.
Yeah, so much so that things still go after Laz first and foremost.
Remember, you have to overcome the pull of Laz before you can get it.
Everybody just wants to shut Laz the fuck up. That's what it is. Here,
That's what it is.
this is what I'll do. I'll move the chair all the way to the back, so that way.
I go in those dungeons and they hear me coming from half a mile
Well,
away.
it's because you've got the stompy boots, man. You're not very silent. Samuel has been fixed again. When Samuel accompanies the player through the Dungeon of Malice, he now casts the spell Banish Undead against the hordes of undead. Previously, he was using Drain Life.
Yeah, like that's effective.
Yeah.
I wonder why I couldn't complete that quest.
Yeah. Dark Inven's buckler are now patterns. And there's also a pattern pack available. And remember, the only way to get it to light up is if you also have the Dark Elven Kinsman buckler in Underworld Ascendant, which is nearing its completion and production. Yes, I kickstarted that one, I think.
Envy wants to know if there's any mention of rune books in these release notes.
No,
Yeah.
there's no mention of rune books.
Currently, it lights up for
Privilege
no
to
one.
yourself.
Yeah, currently, it does light up for 0 people. So, because Underworld Ascendant is not in production right now. Yeah. And where am I getting beeps from?
Beep.
Yeah, I don't know where these sound effects are coming from. Or is it because Envy is actually... No, he's not whispering me.
No. No.
It's not
We'll
coming
figure
from
it out
there.
Eventually.
There's no Discord messages. Unless people are
Hey, I'm
tagging
playing
me in
Tiny Toon
another...
Adventures.
Tagging me
You're
somewhere
hearing
else. No,
thing.
if you're listening to my stream, you would have heard a couple of random beeps. Yep, but that's that. Obsidian Trials disc teleporters, they'll actually deliver to all our goals for the Obsidian Trials in Release 56. They did make a tweak in Release 57 to the disc teleporters, so they now deactivate on use and only allow a single person through. So all those teleporters, single person. Yeah. I thought they were random places anyways. Pole arms have been shroud mathed.
Oh yeah. Hear the calls of.
I don't have $5.
Nerf to shit, you say?
Shroud math.
First off, it was Shroud math, and to all crying, no, 10%'s too much. If you read the actual release notes, it didn't say 10%. He said it should be roughly 10%. So, for all you Shroud math whores out there who are looking for that exact number, he didn't say 10%. He said it works out to roughly 10%.
Shroud math, man. Shroud math.
It's got to be more.
Shroud math.
It's been Shroud math. If you're a polearm user, you're probably crying about now.
Roughly to 5% is what they want it to work out. Or less. So,
okay.
Just to get that straight.
And now I'm trying.
Full stack of skewered is 50 damage now.
What?
Full stack of skewered is 50 damage.
Okay, and what did it do previous?
Kind of
like
shitty.
500.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's kind of shitty.
On a crit. On a crit, does like 100 max.
Wow.
Like it got nerfed hard. It wasn't 10%.
It's been Shroud mathed, is what you're saying.
Shroud math, that's right. It's probably a decimal point float.
it's Shroud mathed.
That's why I don't code. Semicolons and I do not get along.
That's why everybody was using polearms.
Punctuation and spelling with you don't get along.
That's right.
Any
I'm
kind
from
of
Brooklyn, Dad.
The 500 though is rare.
Okay, where the fuck was that sound coming from? I still don't know. I'm lost.
I don't know.
Because it's not. You just dropped out of Zoom again.
I
Dirty
know.
bastard.
Make sure the cat's okay.
We're back.
Okay. Yep.
Guess I'm getting some hiccups out there.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that is what this effect is.
You Zoom?
No, no, it's not the boards. Oh, maybe that's what it was. Was it Zoom? Were you sending messages in Zoom? Chat? Chat's got nothing in it. I don't know.
Might have been, I don't know.
I have no
warning.
No clue.
Or
oops, and now yep. I don't know where that sound's
Don't
coming
know.
from. Yeah.
Anyway,
No idea.
Moving
right.
We got a couple more minutes here.
Moving right along, we do have Crushing Blow has been Shroud mathed. It now hits 2 targets for real this time. Not like last time where they said it was working. Now it works.
It worked. Trust me.
Yeah.
It
Works
worked.
now.
You hear me, baby? Hold together.
Yeah. I still want collision to be on for any and all combat. But smelling salts now removes things again. Unless
Smelling salts was removing things it shouldn't have been removing.
Unless you're in the stun that applies when changing PvP status on joining a PvP group can no longer be removed with smelling salts. So you join a PvP group in order to fight something, and then you're automatically stunned.
Yeah, so they can beat on you for 30 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, the joys of playing PvP.
Yeah.
You need a minute?
Let me tell you the most recent exploit I've noticed was they would make a PvP group for UT. You would join it, get flagged PvP, and then as soon as you teleported in, they would immediately throw you out of the group and kill you.
Boo! You got the dungeon entrance, so you bought one off the add-on shape. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Fucking Shroud math. Etheric feedback. Now broken. I mean, critical time window for this spell has been increased.
I would think it's on the smelting table, the same table that you make the actual entrance on.
Healing Grace has been decreased for the casting time. Thanks to Justin talking to Chris.
Justin's
Chris,
gonna love this.
That was for Justin talking to Chris during Wake Up New Britannia with Wolfdom and Justin, where Chris Spears showed up and talked with them. And they are working on putting that up on SoundCloud at some point in time. Magic Tree specialization, specializing in school, will now give a negative resistance to the opposing school instead of a negative attunement. Shroud math, resistance, and attunement still going to be weird. The Vile crossbow.
I've already had a few conversations with people. You know there is no fire resistance.
Yes, there is.
Vile crossbow now includes a 50% poison effectiveness debuff. And that's where we're going to stop today.
That's the debuff?
Yeah, and that's all we're going to do, unless we want to talk about that ornate pipe organ, telescopes polished, shooters, wax cylinders.
Yeah, I didn't know shooters, wax cylinders weren't looking right off the bat. And you know what? I'm probably never going to know.
I guess they changed the middle part because they were red and black before, and I guess now they're a little bit.
Yeah, don't know. Because again, they're in the town jukebox.
Hey, mine's in the phonograph right behind me. So, yep. Oh, that's what it is.
What?
Oh, it's in-game messages. List was messaging me.
Ding.
Yeah, that's what that damn sound was. Yes. Yeah. And the Laz aggro is hard-coded just so everybody knows it. And yes, there is a Lord British hand over there.
That's right. There is.
Yeah. Yes. So that's what it was. Yeah. So whisper me in game if you want to see me be confused for a good 15 minutes because I'm not looking at the game window as I'm trying to find sound effects.
Ding.
Yeah.
Ding.
It's like, what the hell?
We should be able to modify that thing to our own sound, like, "Hey, wake up!"
Hey, I love the sound effect that says "message for you, sir," because Monty Python.
For you, sir.
Yeah, that's the best one.
The arrow thwack.
Yes.
Anyway, moving right along. That's right. Don't forget, you're watching Lunch with Laz and Jack right here on NBNN.info. And of course, not only do we do a show live on the air, on the in-game radio and on Twitch, we also provided an app for you guys out there, guys and gals, so that you can keep in touch with all things Shroud the Avatar. The NBNN Shroud app is available in the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store. That's right. The only
we're
app
starting early today, aren't we?
for all your devices. What's that? Spiffy?
Starting on time.
We're starting early today.
No, we're actually about 2.5 minutes behind.
We're on time, man.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. We ain't got no schedule. We ain't got no stinking schedule.
We got no script. We don't know what we're doing daily.
We got no script. We got no script. Yeah. We have a semi-loose-ish sort of schedule.
Yeah. Don't forget that NBNN app. All of your electronic devices. So get it for everything.
That's right. Regardless of what you got, there's even an HTML5 version, so you can look at it on the web. You can click on the app right there on the website and check it out. Take a look at it. It doesn't work exactly like the app because it's just a little variant, but you'll get the idea. And of course, you can read the NBNN Daily Britannia, and you can check out the forum, the marketplace, or you can check out what's going on in and around New Britannia by checking out the NBNN Shroud the Avatar community calendar, and that's brought to us every day by our good friends at hometownhero.com. Don't forget to get your bottle today if you're a vapor, and of course your first bottle is free if you just pay shipping and you want to check it out before you get all caught up in all the wonderful flavors.
You mean chipping?
Try it. You'll enjoy it if you're a vapor. And prices, well, you can't beat it. We save you 20% price. Mention us. Tell you more about it.
That's right. at NBNN, Shroud of the Avatar Community calendar is on NBNN.info. Click on the calendar button, and you can see the lovely Google public calendar that Laz has aggregated all the available Google public calendars related to Shroud. If you have a Google public calendar and you want us to read off your events and you want it displayed on the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar Community calendar, email that guy news@nbnn.info, and he might do something with it, and I might read it off depending on how I'm feeling. And don't forget, if you want to send your nudes, those go to nudes@nbnn.info, and they will be carefully curated. Yes. Monday through Friday, 12s and 6s around the clock whenever we feel like doing it. Next week, remember, short week. You can always tune in your ether amplifiers to Witty Radio Free Britannia or lunch with two idiots interpreting.
Yeah, I'll be here in Discord waiting for you people.
as we're not at home. Yes. Lunch with us. 7 p.m. this evening is on Radio Free Britannia's The 70s at 7. 8 to midnight this evening on Avatars Radio is going to be DJ Aline. At 10 o'clock on Radio Free Britannia's The Wecked Womb, which takes us to Saturday, which kicks off early, 1 a.m. with the House of Omen with DJ Omen Crow. At 7 a.m., you need to tune in to Wake Up New Britannia with Wolfdom and Justin. Listen to what they're talking about and find out where they're going. Remember, last week's special guest was Chris. Yeah, Atos was the special guest last week. 9 a.m. on Avatars Radio is the Sleepiest and Lord Baldrith with Echoes from the Cavern. At 4 o'clock on Saturday on Avatars Radio is Power Hour with Mick Foley. At 6 p.m. is Fiona Wynn Wildmane with Wildmane's Wild Safari with Sister Love. At 7 p.m. in-game, we do have Denied running a dungeon run for newbies. So join Dungeon Master Denied for that. At 8 o'clock on Avatars Radio, Asclepius and Lord Baldrith are doing Echoes from the Caverns again. At 8:30 is the Paxire General Meeting in-game. And 10 o'clock on Saturday is the kickoff of the No Ma promo taking place in Novian Market down Promo Alley.
Sunday.
At
the Fairpark Coliseum.
Yeah. Starts off 1 a.m. No Ma promo in-game Novian Market Promo Alley. Go visit it. At 1 o'clock on Radio Free Britannia is the House of Omen with DJ Omen Crow. At 4 o'clock, Royal Sexy's taking over Avatars Radio, so that way he can do some dance. 6 a.m. in-game, No Ma promo.
I know, I
going
want
on.
to be dancing at 4 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, I want to be sleeping. That's if next time I do a show, I'm gonna do sleep, and I'm just gonna just do some Death Cube K, which was Buckethead's Dreamatorium album. And that's the only thing that's going to be played.
Dream Police?
Yeah, I might do some. It's like the radio show might be called Sleep, and I might have the Thunderstorm soundtrack.
Yeah, why don't you do that on Monday?
Because if my login for the radio still works. It's been a while since I used it. Avatars Radio, 9 a.m. DJ Striker Spahawk's going to be doing Lost in the Spaces, which is an eclectic flow of tunes. Noon on Sunday, we do have the No Ma promo America's edition, because it's America. On Avatars Radio at noon, you have DJ Seleth doing Faster and Louder. In-game at 12:30, you do have in the town of New Britannian Market with Bowen Bloodgood, you do have the Astronomy Night. At 2 o'clock on Avatars Radio is DJ Hot Potato. And the final event of the weekend is at 7 p.m. on Avatars Radio. And that's Sizzling with Lady Addie.
Bacon.
Yeah, you gotta love some bacon.
Bacon with Lady Addie.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love some bacon?
That's right.
I love this shit. Thanks for watching and tuning in. You're watching Lunch with Laz and Jack right here on NBNN.info, twitch.tv/NBNN News, catching us on replays on YouTube or on the in-game radios. Thank you for all. We do appreciate it. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to continue to bring you the news here 5 days a week. And of course, thanks to viewers like you, we're able to. So if you want to become a supporter, you can go to any of our websites. Go to patreon.com/NBNN, or you can cryptocurrency, spend it over there, or use your Amazon Prime accounts. You get a free sub every month, and we'd appreciate them being you all. Don't forget Dairy Fund bringing you the latest in community causes and events. SodaCon Austin 2018. I tell you what, it's going to be a hoot. Our good friends over at hometownhero.com, mention us, save 20% of all your vape juice needs at hometownhero.com. Promo code NBNN when you check out. Coil more wands, putting the magic in your hands. Shroud's music service, putting the music in your ears. The Britannian Mining Company wants you to become a BMC. If you're looking for a bunch of like-minded crazy miner folks, check out the BMC. The Britannian Mining Company wants you. RelicsByRill.com for all your licensed Shroud Avatar swag. If you're looking for t-shirts, hats, you name it, coffee mugs, stickers, all sorts of great stuff. Relics by Rill's got it. And of course, see yourself some money when you check out. Mention us. Promo code NBNN saves you 10% when you check out at Relics by Rill. WRFB Radio Free Britannia, bringing you the latest news and entertainment 24 hours a day, round the clock, right here inside Shroud Avatar. And of course, last but never least, our good friends over at the ShroudMarketplace.com, because ShroudMarketplace.com is the place to go to sell or buy all your virtual vendable needs in Shroud Avatar.
That's right, ShroudMarketplace.com. Over 130 different players registered as vendors, including the newest vendor, Knight's Treasure Shop. And he's already put up some stuff, including a soda sealed collector's edition box.
Ooh.
So now there's a couple of them out there at ShroudMarketplace.com. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you can also find some Lord British paver sets, the Rare Island Axe, anything and everything from accounts to game gold, Crowns of the Obsidian, all the way to services. I know, you gotta love the fact that anybody can put anything they want if they're looking to sell it for cash. And don't forget, we always recommend that if you're going to list something on Shroud Marketplace, go ahead and put it in a chest somewhere on your lot. Keep it safe and hidden there. Forget about it until it sells, and then collect the money, go to that chest, deliver your item, and boom, you're good to go. But yes, anything and everything. I visit my shop because you know what? I've got stuff out there from release 4 and 5. And we're on release 57, so that tells you it's rare.
We got stuff way back.
You got some of the hats from the Quest?
Release 4 and 5 is before the hats came out.
I got an account sitting out there that may get offered with the box, and every pledge reward from like 20 I started collecting.
And what level pledge is that?
It's just a $45 pledge. No, it's not 45.
It's something.
Box, so gotta be a citizen.
No. It could be above a collector, I think. But yep, you can find anything and everything. Yep.
Later on down the line, it's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be fun. Look at this paver sets, the Lord British paver.
I know.
Come to find out that they're still missing one of each item in those 2 total collections. So anybody telling you they're selling you a whole collection is lying.
They lie.
Just saying.
Still waiting on those items. But yes.
Still waiting on the Lord British wine for the Lord. I'm waiting on the backpack for the Island Tropical Collection. So,
Yeah,
don't
I'm
buy
really
a
wondering
whole.
what is a Lord British wand going to look like?
Oh, gonna look like a serpent.
It's going to be a
Very
vicious,
phallic.
vicious
You gonna wave a
phallic
rubber
symbol.
snake around?
It's well, it might just disappear on you.
I believe it's supposed to look like his serpent, the wand.
His silver serpent necklace.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's my understanding. So anyway, shroudmarketplace.com, man. Love all the
Go visit
all
my
this
shop.
stuff.
Buy all my stuff. Because my
Yeah.
birthday's coming up and you need to buy my stuff.
That's right.
Ignore-
Jack's got a birthday coming up.
Hey, I got a birthday coming
Skeggy
up.
and I need some extra money for
Oh,
SodaCon.
yeah.
So check out
Definitely check out
our
Skeggy's
stores,
shop.
because We definitely want Skeggy to have some walking around money when he comes here to hang out at SodaCon. That's right. So
Coming a long way. He needs to get some stuff to take home.
And I'm still missing a couple boxes, Envy. I'm still missing.
Skeggy says fireworks sale for SodaCon. So check out Skeggy's store.
Hey, he's got 1,000
I knew
thousand
he was
rare
out
collectible
there.
fireworks.
That's
You need
right.
fireworks.
Replenishing.
Yeah. I don't know if these are all replenishing. Some of them may be, some of them may not be. But yes, lots and lots of fireworks. But yes, it is time to talk about weddings and more by Laz.
Services. But,
Well, I did mention services, but we didn't go into details. Any kind of service that you're willing to offer, I mean, you can check them out. I mean, Bambi's hosting his guest bowl, host a game service. You've got all kinds of people doing some power hours, helping you level your characters, boosting your XP. You've got cheese sign writing. You've got Scrota's music service, where $5 gets you
anything you want.
Yeah, and then you've got some dude offering some in-game weddings. I don't know who
That's
that
right.
Laz guy is, but yeah.
This Laz guy. Eagle, thanks for joining us, buddy. We'll see you all
Okay, yeah.
Tuesday. Don't forget.
Yeah,
And
no-
that's
no
right.
show on
we gotta
Monday.
roll on out of here. It is Friday. We're gonna get down to business here, and of course, don't forget you don't have to wait for the week.
Nope.
And is the norm. So get out there and have some fun, people. We'll be back with more right here on NBNN on Tuesday next week. So it's going to be a short week. And till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Safe, be happy, and don't get yourself in any trouble out there. Remember, if you're going to do something stupid, the judge. So
Don't
think
drink and
about
drive.
that before you do something stupid this weekend. All right, folks, we're out of here. Have a safe and happy Labor Day weekend.
Bye-bye.